getting out of life is probably the main thing that everybody wants. Getting what they think they have to get out of life. And I've noticed in recent years that to get what you want out of life, you need to do unneeded little things consistently. So this basically means doing the extra step, walking that extra mile to go to work, school, taking that extra day to visit your grandma. I don't know, it's doing something extra that other people are not willing to do, but you are willing to do for other people. And I think this works really well with relationships. I don't mean this boyfriend, girlfriend, but with people, let's take your family members, for example. If you visit your grandma like every Saturday evening, she will love you, and you're like, okay, but I didn't even do anything special. I just came to your house. But to her, that little thing, you showing up to her home, just unannounced, just being there. Maybe it's just being there for 10 minutes, and just talking with her. That thing means so much to her. And I think it could be dangerous if you do it from a perspective of getting something, of achieving something from it. I think everybody has that, but I think it needs to come more from the heart, like actually from out of yourself. Because people will see it, people will sense it when you do something because you want to get something from them. You can sense it. I think with family members it's mostly that they actually care about you, but with other people you can sense it or you don't sense it. Right, and you will see it in their actions, how they talk. But I had a conversation with a girl a few months ago about the little things, like how important they are. And I was really I never did any deep talk with someone. I read a lot of books, but so I was pretty in my mind with this stuff, but I never talked about someone or about it with someone. And that was the first time, and I really loved it, especially talking about the little things, and it really made me notice how much they actually matter, the little things. And I think with little things you can make up a lot of stuff in your mind right now, what those little things are. Either about yourself, about self-improvement, or relationships, like I said. About anything basically. About your habits, about your work, about your schoolwork, whatever you do, about your sports. Just taking that extra step in everything will make you better because you're doing that extra work. I can show you one easy example. It's birthday presents. Right, to everyone that has a birthday from my family, so that I actually care about, and I know that they will stay my whole life, I give them personalized gift, With personalized, I mean something that actually could mean something to them, that actually could serve them. And you could say, okay, money means something to them, but I think giving money is I don't know, it's not something I would like to give to someone. Money is too materialistic, I think, because it needs to come from you, actually something you bought for them, actually something you took the time for, and they will see that you made time to buy and to prepare and to make something for them. And I think that basically means way more than the present itself. Right? So we do presents, or we give presents to family members as the other family members. So let's say my cousin is giving her birthday and she's turned 15, and everybody else of the family does one gift together, you know. We give her, I don't know, $50, 50 euros, because she wants that for her birthday. And I think that's good, because, you know, you give her what she wants. But also I think you should always take that extra step. Give her that little gift, you know. I always give someone a gift if I feel like they need it. Even if they don't need it, but if I feel like I need it, and they will see that effort, you know, they put in. And they will recognize what you did for them is for them. It's not for you. And I think if you do it once, then they will see, okay, he did it once for me, he just wanted something at that point and moment. It isn't really him, you know. You want to make it your identity. You want to make it your personal brand, that you do unneeded little things consistently. And I think people can then count on you. And if people can count on you, because they know what they can expect from you. Alright, so my phone just shut off again for basically the same reason as the last video. But I was talking about doing the unneeded little things consistently to make it part of your identity, you know, to make it you, to make it your personal brand. And as I said, then people can count on you, but you can also count on those people if you need them. Okay, and maybe if you can't count on them, because there will be people that you would do extra things for, you know. You would do unneeded little things for them that they don't need, but that you still do because you feel like they need it, and it comes from your heart. So you actually care about them, and that's why you do it. That's the reason you do it. And there will be people that will still let you down, you know. That's why it's good to do it without expectations, but that's hard because you kind of want to do it to get what you want, but also then on the other side you shouldn't have expectations. Okay, so I think it's in the art of doing it enough times then that you don't care anymore about the result, you know. I think the result should be you, or the goal of it should be you building the habit of doing unneeded little things consistently. The goal should not be getting a response from that person, getting to know that person better. The response shouldn't be your goal, if that makes sense. I think it does. And this also really works in relationships, you know, little things. Let's say you're on a dinner together, eating a sandwich, and you're on your phone consistently. You know, your partner's gonna think, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you on your phone? Just like, talk to me. It's about those little things. Actually noticing someone's behavior, you know. Noticing when someone feels sad and when someone needs a hug, and give them that hug. But also to people that you don't know. Like going up to a random man, telling him that he looks good. Maybe it will make his day, his week even, his month. And for you it takes like 10 seconds out of your day, so there's basically no effort. And the result you get from it is maybe unrecognizable in the moment, but it's worth so much. Because when you sleep at night, you know you did something so good that day. You told a man how good he looked, and you know he will you'll think about that for some period of time and smile at it at that moment. And I think that's so much more worth, that is so much more worth to anybody than getting what you actually want, you know. Like what you probably actually want is money or something like that, like being recognized. But I think to be recognized, you need to do things that others are not willing to do, to be better than people. This also goes on for the work floor and for yourself, for self-improvement, you know. If you read a book, you know, make marks with a marker in the book so you can find the lessons. It takes 10 seconds, and yeah, you can find the lessons back and you will remember them better. On the work floor, maybe work 30 minutes extra, you know. Work until you finish the work, not until your work time is over, right? Stuff like that, little things. And I think it's really important to do it small, but to do it consistent. And with consistent, I don't mean every week, every month, not in time periods, but in event periods. Okay? So let's say someone has something really bad happen to them, like their mom just died, a good friend of yours, and yeah, like, show your support, you know? Show them that you love them, that you're there for them. Give them a gift, even a little gift, you know, with meaning. And if they have another event happen to them, do it again. But don't think like, okay, his mother died on the 21st, so I need to, basically that means in a week, 28, I need to get a new gift. Like, that's not how it works. You need to show up for them when they need it, okay? And they don't need you every week. They need you in the periods where things go bad, you know? Bad events happen. But also do it out of nowhere. Because if it's unneeded, and then you do it, then you will stand out. Then they will appreciate you. And I think you could use this also pretty, like, as an evil thing, you know? Because it's also in a book called Influence. And it basically says that if you give someone 10 euros and they feel like they owe you 10 euros, but then they also feel like they owe you more because you started the initiative. Okay, so you can, I think it works like that in a business perspective, but to use it for personal things, I think that's not good. You know, it needs to come from within you, from your heart, right? And the most important thing you can then get out of it is love. Okay, maybe that sounds cringe, I don't know, but like, doing unneeded little things consistently will get you so much love. And also love for yourself. It's basically, you get love for yourself for knowing that you did that. Like when was it? Oh yeah, like my uncle had a bad period. Like he was really sick, and I gave him a pair of socks. Like pretty comfy socks, and like socks are cool, of course. Everybody likes socks, and he likes hiking. He likes walking with his dog, and so I thought, why not just give him some warm socks, you know? Every time he wears them, he will. That's also bad, but then he will appreciate me, I guess, and I just want to make him feel better. But it's hard. I still need to find that line. It's getting thinner and thinner, but yeah, like it's getting closer to each other. But it's hard to find a balance in doing things for someone without expecting something, I guess. I think the main important thing for that is doing it so much that it becomes a habit. And you want to do it with as much reps as possible. Okay, then it will be your identity. I recommend reading Atomic Habits as well. It's also talking about building a habit and building it your identity. I'm using this example so much, but like reading books. Like at first it became a habit for me, doing it 10 minutes a day, and now I don't even have it on my habit list anymore. It's just something I do when I like, and yeah, I think after a certain period of time you can do that. But it also makes you stand out, you know. I think asking questions is really important to stand out. Feeling like that inner kid, you know, wanting to know everything, especially work related, you know. Ask your boss crazy questions like, why did you do this? How did you do this? And also make assumptions, but tell them. Don't make them up in your head and leave them there. Tell them, okay? He will give you feedback. He will tell you, nah, this is how I do it. Maybe you'll seem like a fool, but at the end, you will be better off because you got your answer and it's not in your head anymore. That's also important if you, I can word it better. Like, it's hard to not make assumptions, but that's basically the best thing you can do, not making assumptions. But I think you can make assumptions, but you need to write them down or get your answer. Okay. Then you will build the habit of getting rid of those assumptions, because you will have the answer to that. So you don't make an assumption anymore because you already get the answer. You know, it's like asking someone how they're doing when you have asked for 10 times already, so you know how they're doing. You're not gonna do that. And I think a good reason or a good solution to that is writing it down in a book for yourself, in a notebook, or if it's with other people, making assumptions about other people, actually ask them. I still struggle with this sometimes because I'm scared of their reactions, but then again, I'm making assumptions. I don't need to do that. I can just write it down if I don't want to talk about it, and if I really want to get over it, then I talk about it with them. So, basically, the message of this video is to do little things, and a lot of them, as much as possible, because they are important to people. And stay positive.